Nerf Clan Blitzers, welcome back to the channel. We have a great video today. Thanks for Armourattacker, aka Armour, and he is driving the E4, which Armour recently got. I love the camo Armour from the fan favorite, I believe is the name of it. You can get those for watching the videos of the finals. And big congratulations to the Rain folks who demolished Void and everyone in their path to win the recent North America Twister Cup. Well, Armour is enjoying the E4. It's one of his first games, first 10 games with it, and he has got two terrific masteries for us to observe. Now, Armour is always saying funny things, and one of them that he has been chatting about a lot is that this tank is OP and overpowered. And the question is, so is this overpowered? Well, the E4 is widely regarded as the worst tier 10, so many would say it's actually UP, underpowered. Is it? So what is it? Well, let's talk about that here, and just talk as we get into the tank and the game. You know, the E4 has got a rotating turret. Before it got nerfed a long time ago, it had the same front armor, similar front armor profile as the E3, which, as everyone knows, is an incredible front armor. However, the E4 got nerfed majorly, and it's now in a place where the armor is just very average. You can slice through it with most pramo in heavy pramo, medium pramo probably as well. It also doesn't have a fully rotating turret. Lek found that out the wrong way a long time ago. He had a medium behind him. I still remember that. Lek doesn't discuss those things, but the reality is it does have a lot of the features of the E3. But it has got some differences. In general, the E4 has the same cannon, DPM, and the same firing characteristics of the E3. It has slightly worse aim time, but it's 2.45 aim time. That's not too bad. And the dispersion's a little bit worse too, but not meaningfully, as you see their Armour with a beautiful shot. It also does have better power to weight. It is a little bit faster. It only has -6 gun depression versus the -8 of the E3, which is a real killer. That's one thing, and it doesn't have the armor as we have discussed, but it does have some armor, so it's kind of it's almost an E3, but it's not an E3. I think Armour is playing it really well here. He's playing it like a second line heavy, which is what this tank is. It does have a rotating turret. That is a nice plus. You got a big alpha there, and enough armor, as you see there, just bounced 1,100 hit points, already at 1,840 bound. So playing this second line, what it gives you is a monster gun. It's honestly, it's almost, you could compare it to the E100, and arguably the armor is similar. So it's kind of like an E100 essentially, and with unfortunately not a fully rotating turret, but it's got some other features. So that's more or less. It's got much better pen than the E100. Again, you've got base pen of the AP is 295. That's when you use the rammer. So you don't have the issues with pen that you do with the E3, and you're shooting APCR, which is my preference, versus heat. So all those things come to make this tank not, I would say, underpowered. Now, is it overpowered? Well, we'll explore that. Now, let's get into this game. It's 4-on-4. Armour here has already got 4,300 damage. Armour here actually has a terrific player with him from New Clan. I don't know the player, but you'll see he's in the 183, and he actually makes this game, he gets the win here with Armour. Armour gets a nice bounce there from the T57, and I think that in close quarters, the E4 is hard to pen when you drive up like this T57 is trying to do. The 183 there, Tosaka gets a kill on the T57, and there's Armour saying that it's OP. Unfortunately, Renee is on the opposite team. Hi, Renee, and Renee kindly disagrees with him, and there are two clanmates having a discussion around in the middle of a match. Now, the thing is, if you're Armour here, you should just focus on the team, but Renee did the smart thing of an enemy of telling him, let's start an argument on which tank is better and confuse Armour. So Armour, good idea to do that in the hangar or in our Discord page. But anyway, back to the match. You see they've got a Hori that's nearly full health. Armour has bled. He's down to 612 hit points, which should be a 2-shot for the Hori, but he could big roll him out. And Armour here is probably making the one mistake, I'd say, with this E4. You got a 4-on-2. They're spotted. You got position. Your 183 isn't a good player. And there's no reason to really try to get this shot off. The E4 also has relatively poor gun elevation, so it's not a great tank to push. But Armour gets a nice shot into it. Renee's still chatting. Armour saying he could ace. A lot of good discussion here. Again, Armour, focus on the match. Now here's the problem. Now you see another E4 is there. And the E4 that is there is completely full health. Now that's a sign of an idiot because it's a 2 versus 4, so that guy was clearly not doing his job. But you're seeing the gun elevation problem that Armour is having. Armour is just not positioned well. And Armour, you got to back up and get a different position. You had tons of time to do that. You could have helped this. It could have been an easy win here. Instead, ended up being very, very tight. And I think that's a lesson with this tank. You can't push with it. It turns slow. It does have about a 15 power to weight ratio, faster than and that's a nice shot, 600, so a little low roll there. And there it is. The other E4 plows it, and it's over for Armour. Now we'll switch. We'll just see as this game finishes. I'm going to switch to the 183 in a second. Armour is oh geez, what would it be with Blitz without just rampant toxicity? But Armour, he did great there. And there is the 183 just eliminating the Hori. I said his name wrong earlier. It's Credit Killer or something from Nuke. This guy had a terrific game and just really smart. Now you noticed, it's now a 2-on-1 and the cap's at nearly 83, but this E4 has got 1,800 hit points. And the 1,800 hit points for the E4 is part of its problem. If it was a heavy, it'd be a lot more. And watch that shot. I'm guessing it's Hesh. Probably could have been just HE. The rear of the E4 is got like no armor. 99, and the enemy E4 clears him. 438 hit points. Credit Killer is going up there. It's a 1-on-1. The E4 has a pretty long reload. He is reloaded. It's going to come down to who takes the first shot, but he's behind another tank. And oh, what a shot with a 183 for the kill. Credit Siller, whatever the hell your name is. Well done. Carried that one at the end. Armour 5755 damage, 2 kills, 1401 base. The guy from Nuke, Credit Siller, great finish, smart play. He was patient. He did what needed to be done. I thought that was really well done there at the end. Now, give Armour another chance. He's tuning with the Proximo, another NERFD member here in Normandy. And this game, Armour demonstrates that he can finish. It's going to be another nail biter. Not quite as nail bitey as the last one. Now, Armour here, again, is really treating this tank, again, second line heavy. This is where a second line heavy goes, or a medium. And Armour is using the very little gun depression, but you can use that with the hill to get some shots off. It's a little risky. I mean, you can get shot in particularly, the tip of the tank has some really soft spots, some squishy spots. But, against mediums, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. And that's the beautiful thing that you can do there. That's an E5, shoot it into the side, caught it on fire. Well done. That was 700 plus. And then there's an E100 there that you could also put holes into, assuming he keeps pushing up. So I like this position with a second line heavy, or even with a first line heavy, not with a mouse, but with a lot of other tanks. So that's a smart move there. Armour gets another relatively lucky shot into the Leo 1. And right now the game is 6-on-7, but things are looking good. Armour got lucky there. I guess the top plate of the E4 is quite strong. It's the lower plate you don't want to expose, which I think was exposed, but whatever the hell. And Armour is pushing over, and there's that E100 who just, I don't know what, for those of you who are watching, if any of you go to that spot, I literally look for idiots who go there just to beat the hell out of him. It is the most open spot on this map, and you can shoot it from about 17 different positions. It's not a good place to be where that E100 was. Armour correctly makes him pay the price, and it is now a 6-on-5. Now we got a super conk, and for those of you like me who own one of these tanks, notice the cheeks. Armour is, look at this aiming is good. You give it aim time down, the dispersion is not too bad. Slap it right in the cheek and call it a day. This super conk is crazy to think that he could push up like this. Not a lot of red here, and Armour's just got AP on. Now he should HE him and clear him and call it a day, but Armour knows exactly that and does it. It's now a 5-on-4. And Armour's already at 3,100 damage. We got base caps are fairly even. We got an advantage. Proximo's got his grill right in the middle there. Proximo getting brave with the heavy armor of the grill, or the lack thereof. There's another, the other team here, and I think when you look at Normandy, I have no idea what this team was doing. I mean, it was kind of like a cap swap. It really makes no sense to do this in Normandy. A lot of people do. They go to the beach. There's that E5 that Armour beat up earlier. Pounds him for a high roll of 781. There's an JGPZ E100 there that Armour got, I think, quite lucky not to get exploded by, but he's got plenty of hit points. He could take a hit if he needed to. And there's a Leo, or standard B. I would pound HE into a standard B. Armour, however, just shoots AP into what he thought would be maybe the standard B, and he hits the gun of the E100, the JGPZ. So we're still 4-4. The points are a little tight here, so things go everywhere. The JG100 shoots heat and misses. Armour is in a good position here. Again, this is a good spot. I can't say I understand what the hell the other team was doing, taking that Jagdpanzer E100 all the way to that spawn of your team. But Proximo is still alive as well in his grill. And these guys are trying to make it happen. It's now become a 3-on-4. And things don't look good. They're now behind on cap points. And Armour realizes that he's got to push here. He's got the hit points to do it. And notice the speed of the E100. He hits the E5 here. Now, he gets pretty lucky here because that E5 does, from Chrono, does exactly what he should. This does not have a fully rotating turret. I would have slid right behind it and ridden that thing like bareback. But he was trying to survive, and you could still probably turn around there. So still now at 2-on-3, Armour loads up the HE and just shoots him in the face. That's how it's done. And beautiful job there. Gets the point advantage back. And he is going to see what he can be done with this JGPZ E100, who for some reason decides to climb on the roof. I'm guessing this guy's a moron. I don't really know. That was a very stupid move. Does get a hit on Armour and takes him down to 578, so he has a one-shot here. But at this point, it's not really going to matter as the Kronwagen, who haven't seen the entire game, kills their standard B, and the game is over. So, is it OP? No, it is not OP Armour, but it's a good tank. 5231, 4 kills, 1460 base XP. You can see great job overall by that team to get the job done. The tank is good. Any tank can be OP in the right hands. I think this is a okay tank. I own it. I enjoy playing with it occasionally. And Armour, welcome to the channel. It's your first replay. And thanks for watching, everyone. Please subscribe.